Welcome to Dip a Toe. What's up? Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day, Simon. We're live. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Spaces right now. Everything seems to be in working order. We'll have to see. I heard a couple people might stop by on Twitter Spaces or X Spaces tonight, and so I'm super excited. You're muted for some reason there, Simon.
Well, let me try it again. Hold on.
There you go. No,
well, hey, happy Valentine's Day, everybody! Whoa, yeah!
Hey, we've got Future Numb in Spaces right now. Welcome, Future Numb. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm probably not pronouncing it correctly. Yeah, so today is Valentine's Day, and I got my little background for Valentine's Day up, and I was just thinking about the crypto space and all the wonderful reasons that why we like it, why we love it, why we're excited about it. So I was hoping we could have a little chat about that and maybe talk about some things that have been going on this week so far. There's never a dull moment in the crypto space, is there?
Probably one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop. I mean, it can be a little daunting. I totally get that. And sometimes it can be a little too much information at one time. But I'll tell you what, it's like that song from that movie, Stand By Me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Yeah. That's what the crypto space is. It's like it's always there when you need it and when you're ready, no matter what.
We got kombucha in the house. Happy Valentine's Day, my friend.
Oh, and here's to some kombucha.
Oh, yeah. I think she makes her own kombucha also, which is pretty awesome.
Are you closer to Washington than Michigan is?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I mean,
you need some
I
homemade.
can go to like Colorado and pick stuff up. Oh.
Yeah. Well, you make your own tea, don't you?
Oh, dude. If you guys want, I'd like seriously. Okay, all right, straight up. This is the American in me. Straight up, hardcore coffee. There's nothing better. Tea is poo poo. Okay. I was wrong. I was wrong. For many years, I never got the fascination with tea. I'd always watch movies, like some James Bond types movies or British comedies and things like that. And they're, oh, let's have tea. And then like you see like some spy movie and they're in the Middle East. And they'd be having some tea there too. And it's like, what's up with the tea, man? Where's the coffee at? I love coffee. Oh, yes, but like coffee, if you can make your own coffee and put all your extra little flavorings in it, dude, it's fire. It's absolute fire. Like if it took you 20 minutes to make your version of a perfect cup of coffee, you'd be all about it. And I'm totally with it. Like I remember back in the day, espresso. Oh, you want a little espresso? And here's this cute little cup. And you drink it like that, right? Okay, same thing with tea. But after being schooled in the ways of the Jedi tea makers, I'm all about the tea, dude. I really am. You can put it's good.
I'm gonna have to try it out.
You got to try it. So Tennessee, okay, that's cool. I don't have to bank north then if I can just head straight. That's fine. Tennessee, perfect. We'll make a stop over there. Speaking of Tennessee, there's a lot of crypto people that I know in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like this, not a push on the coin, but I swear there's like a stronghold of crypto people within Tennessee. Really? Like Texas has some, of course, but look how big Texas is. It's freaking huge. At one time, Texas was as big as a planet. Turns out the science people say that's a rock. I'm
Oh.
still on it to planet. but
I
you
still
know,
think it's flat. It could happen. I don't know. I don't know.
You're right. You don't know, right? You don't. It's like, have you been to space? No. Okay, then you don't know.
You don't know.
And you don't know shit. But I'll touch on that in just a second. But yeah, Tennessee, this for its size, there's a lot of crypto in Tennessee, man. There's a lot of people that Tennessee. So
It's interesting.
kombucha.
I wonder
Tennessee.
what. Yeah, maybe one of these days Kombucha will stop by and she'll tell us what's up with Tennessee and why there's so many folks.
Hi, Melissa. My screen does not show any other posts or
People's
comments, so do you know how to fix that?
Huh.
Well, it depends on which one.
Well,
kombucha.
She's from.
Which
She's
channel
not,
are you watching on?
She's watching on X, I think.
Let me try one.
Weird thing. I don't know. So we're live on my channel, on my my X account at More Crypto. World Be Free. Follow me on X, please. And so I have it streaming there, and it's kind of recent that StreamYard allows now the comments from X to filter into this chat. And so we can see her comment. But maybe I'm not exactly sure where the chat is.
Hold on.
On Spaces. No income tax. Okay, that's why. There you go. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Huh?
No income tax in Washington State either.
Oh, okay. I was reading.
That doesn't make this state awesome.
No. Well, I read an article the other day. You know how they have random articles that pop up when you open a web page, and one of them had to do with talking about income taxes and basically trying to deter folks from moving to other states that don't have income tax. And they're saying, just because a state doesn't have income tax doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to have a lower tax bill, because they get their taxes in other ways. And a lot of times they say income tax or the property taxes are high and the sales taxes are higher. And so for some folks that might actually not be a good trade. For other folks, maybe it is. So you probably want to look into that, just like you want to look into everything else before you make such a move to going somewhere else. Demo Clean, I think, is that how I say that? Demo Clean Salvation Inc.'s in the house on Spaces. Welcome to the show. If anybody has anything they want to input, just raise your hand and we can bring you up. Can you give us the thumbs up that you can hear us just fine on Spaces, Demo Clean? That would be awesome if you could do that, or a heart or something. Sure.
I know you wanted to talk about
she got really busy with her new job. Well, not her new job, but her job picked up, and so she doesn't have as much time to play with us that like she used to. But anyway, there's a bunch of things that I wanted to share in light of Valentine's Day. I thought this was pretty funny, and hopefully I can get it. I'm going to share my window, I think. See if that works, and see if I can get it to go big. Oh, we don't want that to play yet. So Christine, our friend Christine, she posted this on Spaces today, or on X today.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear it?
No.
Hold on a minute. I don't know what's happening. I think my my shared screen is
It's
not
a
going.
Valentine's Day cyber attack.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Valentine's
Every day it's a
Day.
cyber attack, man. If you really look at some of that stuff,
It-
every day
yes,
is a
I,
cyber attack.
I think I had my wrong.
You picked your wrong window, didn't you?
I picked my wrong headphone is what I picked. So let's see
Oh,
if this will work. Yeah.
Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
give her a gift that's as rare.
There we
you
go.
know, yeah. Just turn it down
Now
just a squishy.
turn it down a squishy.
Yeah, like a halfway-ish kind of thing.
Let's see. Try this again, guys.
Let's
How's
go.
everybody feeling on this wonderful Valentine's Day? Get here. Here we go. All right. This is what we want, women. Women, we want this. Most of us.
This Valentine's Day, get her a gift that's as rare as she is. Instead of 10,000 calories she'll regret, give her 10,000 Satoshis she'll never forget. Instead of overpriced flowers, make her learn for hours. Because nothing says I love you quite like Abstract, a purely peer-to-peer version of electronic cash, would allow online payments to be sent directly from one party to another without going through a financial institution.
Some girls like it hot, but I prefer cold storage.
So trade in those marketing scam, not actually rare diamonds, and give the gift of diamond.
Touche. Touche.
All women really wanted your love.
And freedom from the collapsing fiat Ponzi scheme.
Bitcoin, because she deserves more than a pump and dump. This Valentine's Day,
Oh, I like that. She deserves more than a pump and a dump. Wow.
I said I posted that and I said, does anybody I want to see the XRP version of this ad. I thought that was pretty clever. People are so clever. That is one thing that I love about this space, since that's going to be kind of a theme throughout, is what I love about the crypto space is people are so clever in the in the memes that they create, in the little videos that they create, in the way that they
Absolutely.
choose to communicate the information. A lot of them are just they're really talented and they're really funny, and that is one of the things that I appreciate about this space. And like that little commercial said, it gets you to learn. It forces you to give your attention to learning about blockchain and things that you may not have dipped your toe into before. And that's something that I really, really appreciate about this whole crypto space. But and then there was a little this person Marto on X. He posted a, what do you call it? Like a survey. And it didn't get as many people as I hoped. I tried to help them, but this Valentine's Day dilemma: do you get her a bouquet and chocolates that will last a week, maybe less, or an investment that could bloom into 10,000 K? Hashtag smart love. And so 85.7% said low cap coins, 14.3% said the flowers and chocolates. And I said, I want the coins. I want the kerns.
I'd like to offer my insight into that. I'm still having some small mic issues, and I do apologize, everybody. So I might be switching back and forth between different microphones here. But can you bring that tweet up one more time for me? Can you do that, please? I'd love. I want to see this again. So, let's break this down. What the I'm just gonna assume the majority of this poll that was taken, the majority of them the answer were men. So I'm only going to focus on the men's response because I am men. All right. So what was the stats again?
Let's see. The stats were 14.3% flowers and chocolate and 85.7 low cap coins.
Okay. Let's break this down just for a second. Okay. So
14
that
votes.
means
14 votes. So we didn't really get a good reach.
that's all right. That means that the 85% with at least the guys, okay, what the guys are saying there, if this was all guys, they're saying 85% of them are saying, I'm not going to give you the creme de la creme, but I'm going to give you one of these that's going to run like an awesome dog at the racetrack. Okay, that's what they're saying there, right? They're like, try with this one, and we'll see where you can go with these other ones, right? Alternatively, you have the 14.3 that's like, no, dude, just get her flowers and chocolate so you don't have to deal with it. Why am I bringing this up? Because the 85% are the ladies in the crypto that are down to do the crypto, right? They're in my opinion, that my wife would fall into that category. She'd be like, no, give me, let me try this new thing here, right?
Yeah.
And the 14.3 chocolate and flowers, they're anti-crypto and they're probably not very nice. I'm just throwing that out there. They're just like $10, $50. I'm out. I remembered you. I don't want to, there could be some different type of breed of women over there versus the crypto women as far as what's being got from. That's what I see. That's what I see from that.
And for the record, he wanted only women to vote. And so
that's it, man. See, there you go. That's it right there. That just tells you have the probably the most supportive women over there, and the other, nope. I hear it all the time. I think it's a video game, right? There's part of the video game crowd, and I get the video game thing, ladies. I know what you're talking about. Spending hours on a machine, and that's no good for the relationship. I'm with you on that, but this is different. This is possibility making money in the future. Might want to back off his back a little bit. Let him learn this so he can teach you, so you can both do it together.
Yeah. Well, I will definitely take the low cap coins. I don't need chocolate by any stretch of the imagination. And in flowers, I grow my own flowers. Oh,
there you go.
Yeah. Did you guys know that that's what he's popping in his mouth all night long? He's a chocolate chip muncher.
I'm a chocolate chip connoisseur. These are 68% dark chocolate.
I love it.
And I can never remember the brand name, but our mutual friend Janet, she's a big chocoholic too, and she introduced me to this brand, and it's very good.
What brand is it?
I can't remember. I threw away the bag. Hold up.
Oh,
I don't know. I can't even. I bet you I couldn't even pronounce it. It's that good. It's not Hershey's. It's not Mars.
It's Ghirardelli, because I think they have those now. Ghirardelli chocolate chips. They're like really they're pretty expensive compared.
They're pretty expensive when they're not on sale, but when they're on sale, when they go on sale, it's like $5 a bag, and you're like, "Yep, load up the cart." Yes. So you're a low cap girl.
Well, I'm getting interested, and this was something else that kind of passed by me in this past week, which tells me that I am, late to the party, but sort of. However, that stronghold token that I heard about it a while ago, to be honest with you, and who'd
you hear it from?
Probably Alan, probably Mr. Staple of the Staple Crew.
Shout out to the crew.
I will say this: I probably the other person that I probably heard it from is I don't know if any of you guys follow. He's old. He's been in the crypto space for a long time. He's like what do they call it? OG.
He's OG.
It's
Mhm.
it's the CKJ news.
Oh,
Bush.
yeah.
I love him. He has his show is very interesting. He does live streams all the time. He does pick out those low cap gems and talks about them. And um so when I have time, I'll pop into his shows and give a listen. Um hey, live and learn. How are you, friend? Um and Crypto Professor, what's up? Uh Gosh, we're getting our buddies in here today. That's awesome. Happy
I have something to share with you on the Crypto Professor, but please continue your story about the stronghold.
so anyway, if you're on X, you'll know that there's a lot of talk. It's really kind of Tiara, happy Valentine's Day, my friend. There's a lot of talk about it now, this stronghold, and people are getting very excited because it hit a penny, and of course, when I heard about it, there were like 3 or 4 zeros ago, and so people, you could buy a nice size bag for a small amount, and so I guess when I read his tweet, his poll there, that was the first token that popped in my mind, and I need to look into it a little bit more, but um I got to find
If
it on
you
my
would-
thread, but somebody did
it
a
would-
really good thread on it and tells us about it. And so I'd kind of like to find it and talk about it. Um, if you don't mind.
If you would have
If
bought it back in December, on December 12th, you could have got it for 3 zeros and a 6.
ugh,
Right? Okay.
yeah. So tell us about
from so that's a 20. If you would have got in then to just his peak, that'd have been a 26x. So for $1,000, you'd have $26,000.
wow.
So if you put $100 in, that's $2,600. By the way,
It would
if
would
you
have
go to
been incredible.
coinmarketcap.com, you can type in SHX and it'll list out some exchanges that you can get it on. But there's like a pairing with XRP. So it means you can swap it for XRP.
This is
Mhm.
what, do you mind if I
Sure,
I hope
go
you
ahead.
and learning this, because I just found out about this myself, like where I really started paying attention. But this crypto banker, SHX, posted this the other day, and and everybody is saying it's a really good
Mhm.
overview. So I trust what most of my peeps are saying. So anyway,
Mhm.
for those of you that maybe are just listening and not watching, I have it pulled up on the screen, but it says SHX is the liquidity tool to send and receive value across modern payment networks. It's climate friendly, and it's been built on Stellar. Let's see here. And it established and launched in 2018. And it's the currency and real world utility building block of Stronghold Net. And Stronghold Net operates on institutional grade compliant technology and has multi chain compatibility with XRP, XLM, FedNow, USACH, and ISO 2022. And it's also noted that Ripple are strategic investors of Stronghold Pay, and Stellar are strategic partners of Stronghold. And this is the other thing that caught my attention: IBM. And I remember doing research on IBM like about a couple years ago, and I I intended on looking into more things that IBM was attached to, and I just haven't. Because I've been busy. But anyway, they were Stronghold's first client and is also the strategic partner. So in 2018, IBM and Stronghold built the first stablecoin, Stronghold USD, which allows institutions and businesses to easily and compliantly acquire crypto assets. And this was the first stablecoin to be built on the Stellar network. The exchange had 25,000 plus clients in 2018 and went exclusive to institutional clients in early 2019. Oh, interesting. Okay. So now they just service institutional clients. The strategic investors of Stronghold and SHX are a powerhouse of industry leaders ranging from traditional finance to modern payments, technology founders, three of which are the co-founders of board members of the Bancorp Bank. JP Morgan are the main investor in the Bancorp Bank, as well as partner of Stronghold. The Bancorp Bank supplies PayPal and Chime with their banking services for their users. And interestingly, they're the settlement and liquidity providers for FedNow. This is a big deal.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna you pause right there on the chime. I want you to
Yeah.
pause because this is gonna go at length. I
Yeah.
have to sign up. Dang it! I wanted to look if it's on Chime. Darn it! I'm gonna have to sign in and do all that stuff. That's not gonna work for this show. Oh, yeah, go down, baby, go down. Okay, so
You need
let's back.
you need-
Let's
you need to
let's
keep
back
sharing
up.
this. Take it off for a
Yeah,
second.
keep no. We're gonna stay on this. I just want to you
All
threw out a lot of awesomeness there,
I did.
and
That's
so I want to pump the brakes a little bit,
Yep.
and not stop, but just kind of revisit some of that. One of the first things I caught in what you were reading to us, and I just want to highlight this, was 2018, 2019. And if my mic goes all crazy, people, I really do apologize. I am working frantically behind the scenes to make this happen, and so you don't get a ba-ba, 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 ba-ba. Anyways, it said stable coin in there, right?
Yep.
You read it. Okay.
Yes.
Where
US.
was that?
Let's see. Sorry about that.
Oh, right there. In 2018, in 2018, IBM and Stronghold built the first stablecoin. Okay, so now let's talk about that part just for a moment. That right there, that does not mean that SHX is a stablecoin. That means the company Stronghold, right, and IBM got together and they made their first stablecoin. Now, is that SHX? It could be, but let's just roll on the hypotheticals here. If that were the case, then there is a case for this coin that is 1.27 cents right now to be $1 at some point down the road. If it was to be a air quote stable coin as we know it today, relatively pegged close to the dollar, right? Or at least here in the United States. It could be something somewhere else. I don't know how that works in other countries now that everything has grown so much, which is what I love about the space. So just on that alone, I would strongly consider myself, and I too, like Melissa, I missed the universe throwing me a couple of big bones July and December. I missed 2 times. And unfortunately for me, I had a different financial situation going on, and I could not make the decision to do this based on what my good friends were telling me. I had to dip my toe. So if I'm dipping my toe and I missed the bus, I'm cool with that because I have been rug pulled because I jumped in with no floaties on in the pool. Not a good idea. Okay. Especially after you eat a hot dog. Definitely not a good idea. Or chicken.
Yeah, lips are going to cramp
ice
up.
cream. Yeah. Or you're jumping in the pool with your ice cream thinking about, I got this. No, you don't. That ice cream cone is going down, bro. It's going down. You do ice cream cannonball, dude. That it's gone. You're gonna have to take it to never mind. That's gonna go sideways. Anyways, yeah, I get it real quick. So there's that. Then a little further down, I saw the stable coin. I think it was the strategic. Okay, the investors of Stronghold and SHX. Okay, so they're clearly this gentleman is clearly identifying the 2 separate things. I want you guys to get that clear because, dude, this is like literally how we can get lost in the excitement of a coin where you're like, Simon Says Crypto said that this thing like 2 months ago, it's gone 26x. Yes, it's not wrong. Pull up a chart, but that's the coin, not the company. And we have to focus on both of these things kind of at the same time. Like where we talk about Ripple / XRP, Ripple company, XRP token, and people say, "Oh, Ripple went up, 5% today on the exchanges." Wrong, XRP went up today on the exchanges. So I just want to make that clear. But let's continue on a little bit there. Are a powerhouse of industry leaders, ranging from traditional finance and to modern payment technology. What is that? Founders? I can't read that very well.
Yeah, founders.
all right.
Yep.
Founders, yeah. Three which are co-founders and board members of the Bancorp. That should tell you right there. Yeah, JP Morgan, right? You know, one of their state is the main investor in the Bancorp. Okay. Now let's dial that down just or digress, not digress. Let's science that up a little bit. What they're just saying is they're connecting dots. You should know that bankers, big bankers, don't put all their eggs in one basket. Never. Even, you know, they don't. They love making money, but they will take a tiniest bit of, they won't even risk. So they'll literally dip their toe in. That's what they do. They're very good at it. They will dip their toe. But it's important if they're looking at this, if a company that is over 100 years old, I don't remember how old IBM is anymore. I know they're over 100 years. I know that's where the first typewriter came from and a few other things. I thought it was epically awesome. But if that company made a partnership with the Stronghold company and there is a product or a token in our instance of SHX that's out there, yes, this should be on your radar. This is, in my opinion, a potential coin that could do the things that XRP could do. It could take the same amount of time, but you are getting it if you got it right now at a 1.2 cents. For everybody out there in the crypto space, if I said here, I'll sell you some XRP for 1.2 cents per XRP, you would love life because you already see where it's going, right? So use the XRP history, the partnerships, use that as a tool in aiding you guys out there in this research, like this gentleman here. So when you read stuff like this on Twitter, and this individual who posted this has done a phenomenal job. In fact, we should reach out to Mr. Mann to see what he says on SHX as well. I'm sure he could turn up.
Yeah,
he could turn water into gold, dude. That guy, he's awesome, dude. I love.
No, he understands these
does.
connections really well.
He does.
And he talks about Nacha Online and Stronghold are members of the Nacha Online Payments Alliance Board, which they govern and control the USACH network, a network that processes over $80 trillion in the U.S. in global payments a year.
Yep.
That's a big player. So that, and I hear
alongside with.
So can I
Yeah, continue on. I wanted to throw I'll stop you as this progresses for a highlight, if that's
so
okay.
For those of you that are tuning in, those of you who are just dipping a toe into the space, this is these are some important things when you're looking at a coin or a token to get into, and you hear a bunch of crazy stuff. You want to start really looking into the company that created it and all of the connections they might have. What does it actually do? Is it serving a real world problem? And this gentleman, which is a reason why I love this space so much, is let's see, I'll go back up here. Crypto banker SHX took his time or her time. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. They took their time to put together this long thread of information to get people interested in this and get them to kind of start looking a little further. You shouldn't just read one thread and decide you're going to buy something, right? But clearly this has enough information for you to take and dive outside of X and start making those connections for yourself and start looking at these companies. So anyway, it says Stronghold Net has 3 active use cases, and it's rewards, DeFi, and governance. And alongside a promotions feature in which both merchants and consumers can earn SHX. So apparently you can earn SHX. It also allows businesses to access DeFi liquidity in Stronghold Net to enable cash advances to businesses who wouldn't be able to normally access capital through traditional means. That's a big deal. Stronghold acts as a bank and it processes the customer's payments. It can allow lending to these businesses. The initial loan processing fee of 1% is charged in SHX, of which 70% of this fee is burned forever, making SHX deflationary, consistently reducing the overall max supply of SHX, which isn't that the same thing that XRP does also? It's continuously burned over time as you make the transactions. XRP is burned, correct? Making it
The network,
deflationary.
the network fee. You're giving
Um,
reference. So when I send XRP to you, that little network fee in there that gets burned, right?
I
what
think
you're- yeah.
a little bit of it. I think it's very similar.
Yes.
The governance voting puts the holders of SHX in control of any changes to and features of Stronghold Net. In the future, the idea is that the entire network will be 100% governed by holders of SHX via community proposals that will be voted on before going to a full governance vote if approved. This also will enable DeFi to be fully open to all SHX holders, meaning strongholders will be able to stake their SHX in liquidity pools with Stronghold Net, earning SHX and effectively becoming their own bank. I like what I'm hearing.
Okay.
I'm
But we
and
know
I-
that this is an echo. This
Yeah.
is an echo. What is this echo? I'm gonna give you a big shot here. What is
Yep.
this echoing?
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame, baby. You give love a bad name. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
It could be someone's birthday today. Happy birthday to whoever's got
Give
a
me a
birthday
shot.
today.
Hit me.
This is echoing XRP. Was it? It's MMA.
AM,
or MMA.
yeah.
I totally
Automated money
market maker. Yeah. Market maker. Yeah. So AMM.
Mhm.
So that's what that is, though. It's as a liquidity pool. We're providing liquidity to different functions in the DeFi space. So that's exactly what Stronghold's doing. Oh, good. He made a thing, an illustration.
This is so awesome. So Stronghold Net allows businesses, institutions, and governments to build their own modern, interoperable, and customized payment networks. This enables governance, interoperability, custom asset issuance, KYC, and faster payments, as well as allowing clients to embed regulatory frameworks and compliance policies. The largest venture capital firms of all utilities, Stronghold Net, and earn SHX for every dollar transacted through Stronghold Net. It is trusted by IBM, Hummingbird, eVestnet, Yodlee, Aduro Advisors, Coinbase, JP Morgan, Chase, among other Fortune 500 clients. That's a big deal. Wow. Stronghold are in the Forbes FinTech 50, won the Visa Everywhere Initiative Award, and Tammy Camp, the CEO, has been awarded the Global Association of Women in Payments Award. And she was the ex-head of growth at Stellar, bringing 4 million new users onto the Stellar network in the first 2 months of the Stellar network launching. Stronghold's co-founder is Sean Bennett, and he sat on the XRP Ledger grants panel and was also the first developer to build on the XRP Ledger. So once you do the research on SHX, you quickly begin to realize that this is the future of finance. It is a future
future. It is. I would not
Sure.
say the. I would say it's definitely a player in
Yeah,
the new financial system. Absolutely.
Once you do your research, you quickly begin to realize this is the future of finance, a future. It is he predicts is in the future top 10 of crypto, not financial advice. Always do your own research. So let's see. Did this am I showing the full screen here?
I think
For the
so.
participants. Can you see it? Yeah, you can. Okay. There, that's probably better. Sorry about that. But, so this is just a graphic that he's got that shows the set of the blockchain enabled capabilities. Just kind of gives it overview, and then he has one more, and this is the ecosystem. So key partnerships: IBM, Xspring, and Stellar. Select strategic investors are Ripple and what is that, MVB? Is that MVB Bank? Not sure. Can't see it. Ecosystem traction, 11,509 Discord members, 17 signed and integrated channel partners, 8,121 merchant pipeline, and 65,410 Twitter followers. So, that's pretty interesting, I would have to say. I
think
I
so
will
too.
post the link to that thread in the description box later, for people to be able to read this for themselves and start looking. I don't know if the demo Clean Salvation had said that he couldn't hear me, and I'm thinking Spaces might have dumped, which is unfortunate. Well, no, maybe it's still going. It's still going. So I don't know. I see Demo Clean in there, but I don't know if we got live action on there or not. I apologize if we. If you wanna hop over onto YouTube or Facebook, our at Vita Broadcast or at Dipatel, you can watch and listen to it there as well. But yeah, I thought that was really exciting, Simon, when I read it, and I did kick myself because I didn't get into it. However, I am a very cautious person, and I didn't have time to really look into it myself. And when I heard about it initially, there wasn't this wonderful thread that this person just did for me to now go cross-reference and verify those connections myself, right? And so, but in my opinion, if you think it's a solid project, once you do your own research, if it goes over a penny or whatever, if you're building something because you're buying something that's being built for the future, and you have your gut instinct tells you to buy it, buy a little bag of it if you want. Not financial advice, but I'm just saying, you have to feel comfortable with every purchase that you make. You should never feel like you bought something because someone told you to. Hey, Crypto Queen. Lovely Crypto Queen. Thank you for coming, for stopping by. That's my friend on X. We love her. She has her own show. There's a couple of gals that I know on X Spaces that they have Spaces shows there, and have really good conversations. And a lot of times they have these developers come on and present their show, what they're doing. And it's pretty interesting stuff. And I've been listening to some of those, and that's been getting me thinking about these other things. I get so I get so wrapped up with XRP and XLM and Bitcoin, but I only have so much time, right? And then trying to build the show and build Vita Broadcast, and it's a lot. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. What is Crypto Professor said? Do you see him? JP Morgan Private Bank. No, he says missed out. It's a 2 up. Missed out on SHX as well, but stoked for all those that were there making bank on it. Yeah, but this is the thing. Like even when we talk about XRP or Bitcoin or any of that, if the project is solid and you do your research and you have a gut instinct on something and you believe that it's going to be around and all of that, if you buy it at a penny or you bought it at a half a penny or what, yes, you could buy a lot for a half a penny and take some profits. But if you're looking, for the long haul, it's still not too late, I don't think. What's your perspective on that, Simon?
Okay, let's go back to the tweet.
Yeah.
There's my microphone doing echoey noises. Awesome. That's okay. It's that important that you guys are going to hear this twice. Okay, so my thoughts on are this. In that tweet, if Stronghold the company and BM the company got together and made their first stable coin on the Stellar network, by the way, right? All right, it was created on the using the Stellar network, because IBM and Stellar are together as well. I know that. But in the tweet, they're giving reference of Stronghold the company and IBM the company made a stable coin. Okay, and I am saying if this is a unverified at this moment, but if that was or is at SHX, again, providing liquidity for loans. If a token's going to have that, you would think that token or coin has to be stable, right? No real fluctuation if you're going to lend it out, right? So just on that, does it have the potential to go to a dollar? Absolutely. That's what I'm seeing, but that's I'm imagining a long road, much like the XRP road, right? But still, right. But let's just break it down. If you got there, you got in today, you literally 100x, well, not quite 100x. You technically 99x, because your original investment will be at a penny right now, right? So you would have 99 times your money. So again, Mr. Calculator here, $1,000 times 100x, that gets you $100,000.
But the thing is, if you got for 1 penny, you bought 100,000. Let's see, right? If you did if you had $1,000 right now, I did it wrong. You basically, I'm saying, but if it went to $1, you would have $100,000. And right. So, I mean, now people have to understand that this is Dip a Toe, and we do have, new people that are listening and just trying to start to understand what they should buy. Can't stress this enough. You have to do your own research. You have to find out about the company, what they're building. Does it have a real world solve type thing? Before you go jumping in, and you'll notice there are a lot of tokens out there that are, these little baby tokens, right? That they have those small price. Right. And so a lot of times people, like last time when crypto.com was on the Super Bowl commercial, and all my people that I'd been trying to say to buy into Bitcoin or XRP or XLM or any of those, they didn't really listen to me, but they were all kinds of fired up over Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, and gosh, there were some other ones because they had the .000, which is fine. I mean, it's great because you can afford to buy a whole bunch for $20, right? But unless you understand what you're buying, you have to know, where can I hold this? Am I going to have to leave it on the exchange? What's the pair for me to be able to buy this? So let's talk about that, Simon. if I wanted to go buy this stronghold, what could I buy it with, and where could I buy it at? And once I bought it, where could I store it? You know, and somebody told me
storing it is always the key. You have to find a place
Yeah,
to put it. Right.
right?
Oh, but I mean, you don't have to. Actually, let's just be real. You don't have to. You can leave it on the exchange. That's your choice.
Yeah.
You could totally leave it there. You could buy it and leave it there. You know, most people that are investing are not doing a trade. They're buying something and they're holding on to it for a while, and then they sell. Right. Look at all my XRP fans out there. They know all about that. Bitcoin maxis too. They know what they hold, and I think that's really something that actually I kind of wanted to touch on today. Is Bitrue is one exchange. Also Gate.io. You can also Professor just popped that up. But what Melissa's really trying to drive home to everybody out there is know what you hold. And that has, if you really dive down deep into that, and just within yourself, do you know what you hold? Do you know what it is? If somebody asked you about it, could you say one or two things that you've at least checked it out? Also, yes, Crypto Queen Uniswap. Thank you. I hadn't popped up the CoinMarketCap or the CoinGecko. You can check there too. I find it interesting that Bitrue is not posted on CoinMarketCap for a place to get it. I kind of found that interesting.
You can get it from Bitrue though, right?
Yeah, you can get. I have it right now. It's up. It's pulled up. 1.188 cents right now. You have to use Tether.
Yeah,
you have to use Tether, right?
That's what I was asking. The pair.
The
pair.
Yeah, the pairs. But that's as of right now, right? So this is crypto, new coin, sort of not new coin. Apparently it's been around for a while. Nobody's talked about it, and then here's all these information that's coming out that at least one individual has talked about. Yep, Gate.io. Yep, and Bitrue. Yep.
And
so there's
those are the same places that when I got into Divi, the Divi project, that was the same thing as I had to get it. I had to go through Bitrue. And I think at the time I was like Bithumb or something like that was another place. But I also had experimented with Uniswap, and that was easy to use. And even just exchanging. But I've bought some coins when I first started that are still sitting, on I think it might have been Hotcoin or something like that.
you got Potcoin? Did you just say Potcoin?
Hot.
HOT. Oh, because there was Potcoin a long time ago.
Oh, was there?
There was Potcoin, Weedcoin, Join Coin. There's a whole slew of them, man. Yeah, there's
a lot of Jesus coin people. I haven't really looked into that one either. If I get a negative reaction to something in my gut, I just stay away from it. It doesn't mean that it's bad opportunity or anything like that. But if one little thing rubs me the wrong way, given the amount of time that I have, I generally stay away from certain things, So I think it's weird that they know this coin, so I stayed away from it.
Stronghold is on the Ethereum network. You can it looks like Trust Wallet is a place you can store it. Also your MetaMask, but I know if it's on the Ethereum network, you could have like your Atomic wallet or Exodus wallet. You'd have to go through the process of adding the token. But if it's on the Ethereum network, then any Ethereum wallet that you have, you should have that ability to add that token to that wallet.
To the wallet, to an Exodus or an
right? Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay.
To any Ethereum based wallet. In theory. I've kind of just personally said.
So let me ask you this. This is interesting to me. So it's on the Ethereum.
Here. Let me share my screen.
Show me, because so this is very interesting. This is where we say there's not going to be one winner, and a lot of the division you have between the different camps and whatnot. Here you have people that are both from Ripple and Stellar, right? But yet this is on the Ethereum
Right here.
network.
When you're looking up a coin, I
Yeah.
have to add this. Sorry. Bam. Let's try that. Let's do that. Hey. When you're looking up a coin, like you're at Coin Market Cap and you go search out your coin. I did. Here, I'll just do it right now. SHX.
Can you do it full?
There it is. Stronghold right here. It's going to load the data again. Might take a little bit. But it gives you your kind of overall market average price. But down, about halfway on your screen left side, it says contracts. And this is the contract that it's on. It's on the Ethereum network. So, and it shows you can add it to the Trust wallet. You can add it to your MetaMask. And these are like links where you could just add that to that wallet like right away via QR code, things of that nature. Give me the more. Oh, well, give me more. Oh, there it is. Stellar. So that looks like it's a Stellar contract, right? So they're back to the Stellar network, right? So there you go. So you're on the Stellar network now. Personally, I haven't done that. Yeah, there you go, Professor. He's the professor is on it. So yeah, there you go. And below that, so Stronghold token markets. This is where you can go buy it as the Crypto Queen and the Professor both stated. A few of them. Gate.io. Oh, there's BitTrue. Nice. Stellar Terms, Sushi Swap, Open Ocean. And look at the pair, though. It's DAI. Look at the pair here on BitTrue. It's XRP. Okay. As well as Tether. Right?
Okay.
Gate.io, Tether. Ethereum V3 Ethereum or Uniswap V Ethereum. And so you'd have to wrap your ETH, which gets into some other topics there. But yeah, that's it.
So because there's because we're still so early, really, some of these things are a little bit more difficult. Now it's easier to get Bitcoin, it's easier to get XRP, XLM, those things. But these other coins might be a little bit more difficult for those that have never navigated BitTrue and those types of
Let's talk about that, though. Let's talk about this for just a second, okay? Here's something that I actually will look at when I'm like, okay, where can I get it? Right? Okay, yeah. I'm liking what Melissa's talking about. That was a great tweet. You can also elevate to your LFL. I just checked. Oh, shut the front door, Crypto Queen, gangster with the knowledge. Bam.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Queen knows what's up.
So cool. There's your cold storage play right there, courtesy of the Queen. God bless the Queen.
All
right. So when I come over, when I'm looking at a coin, one of the first things I look at is, first off, where can I get it? Secondly, how much volume of money has gone through or been traded back and forth on that coin specifically. So with Tether, there's been $2 million worth of man. You can't see that. Won't let me highlight that. Why won't you let it highlight, brother? Come on, man. All right. Well, at any rate, $2 million worth on the Stellar term. It's done $3.3 million. In XRP, it's only done 387,000. On Gate.io, it's a little over 500,000. Why am I bringing this to your attention? Because if you were an individual that happened to buy this coin, if you were an individual that happened to buy this coin when it was 3 zeros, right? Then I did some math earlier. I happened to have at the time I had a big bag of cash that I totally thought about jumping into crypto for a short term. And yes, I was doing something that is reckless, and I don't recommend you do this. But I was going to spend some lunch money over there and see if I could double my lunch money on this. I was willing to wait 2 months, and here we are. So I did the math on it. Its value at peak would have been $176,000, right? That's a lot. But the thing here though is $176,000. That's half of what the 24-hour volume, all the money. That's how much volume, right? When they say volume, they mean money. How much money has it been trading today? Well, that's half of the 387,000 of the pair Stronghold paired with XRP, right? So if I went in there all at once and I dumped on the market, I would crash the price instantly. So it's important to see. It's like, okay, off ramps and on ramps. How many places can I sell this thing? Right. So Melissa's saying, do your research, get in. It's like, yeah, this is a good thing to get in, but you need to make sure there's a way for you to get out. Right. At least one other way, alternative to the way that you got in, because in this space, doors can shut quick and fast with a little bit of warning. You know, it's just the way this is right now. You know, just the way the space has been for quite some time. It's still very much wild, wild west. And I'm not trying to scare. I'm trying to make you be aware right now. Just trying to bring some awareness to this. Okay, that's just what it is. If you know what the space is, what to kind of expect, then you can see why some of us, like Melissa, myself, are saying, hey, do your research. Where can you get it? Okay, cool. You found some places. How much volume is going through in there? Because maybe you are somebody out there that has a big nest egg, right? You got 10, 20, 30, $100,000 that you're like, oh my gosh, these other investments have been slow, and this crypto stuff is really looking good. It's really piquing my interest, right? I would say personally, if me and you were having a one-on-one private consult type of thing, or if we were just out to dinner and we were shooting the breeze, I would say do not take that whole money and spend it there, because you don't have the places to liquidate in a fast manner versus something like XRP versus something like Bitcoin. There's lots of off ramps for those two, right? And it's even Stellar's everywhere, Ethereum everywhere. There's always a place you could at least swap it, trade out of it, whatever. There's multiple ways for you to do that. With Stronghold right now, there is not that many. There's 7 places. 2 of them are the same store. So there's 6 places that you can, according to CoinMarketCap, that's an on-ramp and off-ramp. And 2 of those places have over $2 million a piece in volume. So that's pretty good, right? You want that, but still it's going to be slow. It's going to be slow. So if you're trying to do this as a quick trade, wrong play. This is a buy and hold.
What you just explained, I kind of knew, but for some reason you always have my little eureka moments whenever you talk. XRP Slag, good day to dip a toe, fam. What you did find out about exchanges partner with ISDA. Oh, I don't. We'll talk about that in a minute. I'm not sure if we can talk about that right now. That was the question from a couple shows ago. XRP did ask about we can
jump in that a little bit.
We'll talk about that in a minute. So when Alan, our good friend Alan at the Staple Crew, when he was talking about why the banks haven't gotten in yet, or the rich people didn't just buy all this stuff up, right? It's for the very reason that you just explained. Well, okay, unless I'm going to make myself sound like an idiot, but it sounds to me like
we are recording. We are recording.
I'm going to go down in history as.
Come on, let's hit the wall together, me and you. Let's do it. I'm with you.
So, because if they bought it all, right? They raised the price up.
Yeah,
they could trap themselves, right?
Let's look at that. I'll share my screen right now. We'll look at that. Keep going.
Own this, whether it's Bitcoin or XRP or Stronghold or any of those, if they're the only ones that own it, and we want the price to go up or whatever, like that could trap them in there, because they would have to be their own liquidity, right? Like only. I mean, I don't know. I guess
Yes, yes, yeah. If the why aren't the banks in? It's like, well, because if they just got in, then they're just buying something with themselves, right?
Can I
Right.
make this all the
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. That's fine. So I'm on BitTrue right now, and so we're kind of touching on the topic of volume, right? And I'd like you to look at, so you can see where my mouse is. Off to the left, it says average price. It's in a little kind of medium gray box. It'll appear right here. It'll say average price. It says the amount of stronghold and the sum of tethered needed acquired to acquire that. Now I want you to follow this. I want you to follow this box as I go move up the chart here, or rather the order book. Okay, I'm going to stop on 18.75. Okay, so on the left there in that gray box, what you're seeing is the total amount it would take to fill all those orders from this point right here going up to 18 this last one, or second to last one, 1875. It would take $1,400 or 1447 basically, and you would get 116,000.120.28 stronghold. Okay, so let's put that in perspective. So if you had $1,000 today, you're gonna buy all these orders right here. You're gonna fill them. And what would that look like? Well, this could be you. Oh shoot, this could be you right here. You could be this candlestick right here. You're the one that bought and went whoop, and you made all the price go up because you did. You bought it at 1.23119 all the way up to 1.250. So you bought all those. So that's what volume is.
So, yeah, and it might if it's just one per, it's not real. It's not real.
There you go.
It's price action, but you might not even.
It doesn't take a lot of money to move that market. It would only take $1,400 to raise the price up. But let's continue. Here's someone, or a collective someone, that is selling 842,000 SHX, and at this price, 1.42 cents or 1.4200 cents. Total price for that is $11,960. However, if you had 27, look back over in that little gray box to the left of the all the red price points over there. If you had $27,000, you would effectively raise the price up from its current price to all the way up to 1.4200 cents. That would be you. That's $27,000. Now, that's a lot of money to me, 110%.
Yeah.
But I'm small money. Okay, even if I had $1,000, that's still small money. Even $10,000 is considered small money. You start throwing around 25,000 and above on just single trades. Okay, cool. But if you're that person, you're technically a whale, which really means you can make the market move. That's not necessarily a good thing. I don't know the last time you splashed around in a pool or just a hot tub. There's a lot of water that gets splashed out, right? And that's actually really not good. You want a nice, healthy, a give and a take in a good liquid market.
Can I ask a question then? So everything that you just said, kind of, it's helping some things click for me.
Good.
This is how some of these shit coins, and I'll call them shit coins. There are some shit coins out there that gain
grandkids.
Right. Sorry, grandkids. But this is how they could actually manipulate those and get people to buy in. And really, to be successful at it, you would need to be able to do that, to go in and move the price like that. But have a bunch of people on Twitter and Facebook and all these places really just talking this coin up, and then people FOMO in. This is fear of missing out, and then you get trapped. You get trapped in it because you can, and when you're, I recognize the screen that you're at, where you can go in and buy it, and you can see the buyers and the sellers, the left and right hand sides. And so if you have an order to say, like, you want to either buy it for a low price, or you want to sell it for a higher price, right, than what you bought it for. I remember looking at that and thinking my order is going to come up anytime now. But if there's a big person above you that is selling for just a smidgen less, that those orders are going to get filled with that person's. And it could easily be manipulated if it's a small market, right? If it's a small, in relation to the overall space, I could see how people are able to do that, how they're able to manipulate with these small coins or tokens. Am I close to being right?
It doesn't take a lot of money to manipulate the price, because again, let's say I had a whole bunch. Okay, let's say there, let me zoom out a little bit more. I'm going to go on here we go. This is better. So we're looking at what's called a daily chart. So each one of these candlesticks represents a day, as opposed to if I went to an hour chart. Now each one of these candlesticks represents an hour. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the day chart because I want to show you something. Let's say you were the big fish in the pond.
JRB said they were the candlestick when you were talking.
I'm that candlestick. Was it you? Dump the market so I can get in for on the cheap, bro. Come on. So if that truly is JRB there, then JRB bought this whole time. He bought and sold, but he was accumulating this whole time. Then it only takes, say this much, not very much. Now you got some hype going. Throw a little hype out there, a few tweets, get some people on board. People are buying, and then the FOMO kicks in. Boom. Here it is. Price skyrockets because people that have $5,000, $10,000, etc., are starting to play. But this is the start of the red candlestick. You're like, nope, I'm going to dump on you now. I'm going to slowly sell off. And, from this low point going up to this high point, it's like 26x. So you're averaging, actually, if you were just the one big whale in our scenario, and you accumulated all this, and then you manipulated the price with 10% of your bag, that means the rest of the 90% of your bag, you're selling from the top all the way down to probably this level here. You've made massive amounts of profit, right? And this you bought in here. This is you. You're like, oh, it corrected on that little candlestick. You're like, yeah, dude, I'm in. Boom, I'm in, bro. Yeah, let's go. In fact, I know another crypto friend out there that actually did buy at 0.008, right? And then it rocketed. But I was actually watching this myself, and I was like, don't get in. You're FOMOing. You're missing out. You missed the thing, right? Just wait. It took. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be very, very real here. I had probably about an hour where I had the shakes, where I just was like, I could feel the adrenaline pumping, and I had to stop. I really had to stop, dude. I literally crossed my legs, native style, went into the chakras, and I did some breathing, and I'm like, calm down.
Yeah.
You missed this opportunity. You had your chances. And you didn't give it the effort, and that's okay. That's okay. But you have to let this pass, let it come down. And now it's, slowly coming down correctively. That's FOMO. FOMO was right there in my face going, come on, man. Come on. Do it. Come on. You want to, let's go. We could be rich. We could be rich tomorrow. This could go to the moon. I'm telling you.
Everybody is going to miss out.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So at any rate, that's Mr. FOMO. He's a real mother plucker. Let me tell you. So this is where you can get trapped, like what's going on right now. You're watching the price go up. You go to bed, and you wake up, and now you saw this long candlestick that went down. You're like, oh my gosh, what happened? Now you're like, oh, it's going down. Mr. FOMO again, trying to trick you and say, oh, you should sell, you should just get out. And then what'll happen? Price will
Yeah.
go up later, at
Yep.
some point down the road, just like it
It
did
is
right here.
Practical
Just right
game.
here. I can almost see us doing this action right here. Correction. Okay, rebuy, accumulate, run the price up. Okay, sell a little bit, make it boring again like it was. Psych.
This is why.
That's
This is why I'm like really glad that we're talking about this.
Bing.
Because it's actually really clicking with me. It's been a little bit since I've played around with BitTrue and going to those sites and trying to purchase or sell anything. There was something I was invested in, and I was able to get my investment back, and I still have some, and I feel like I'm successful with my experience in that particular token. But it's for those that are not super experienced, and this is my position on most things. And I think JRB brought this up too. The dollar cost averaging in, I dollar cost average into things so that in projects that I feel are going to be around for the long haul, that they're providing a real world solve. And I chose them myself, and I dollar cost average. And so on the times when the price goes significantly lower than when I bought in the past, it helps me to lower my overall average of the price that I bought, whatever
Buy
it
more.
is.
That's right. Back up the truck. You're gonna put this awesome, cool coin on discount again. I will let you bring it on. Yeah, exactly.
And because we're so early, you have like the whole price discovery of things, and you do have people that are manipulating in depending on different ones. We're not specifically talking about Stronghold here. And I do think from what I've read so far, I'm definitely interested, and not because it was under a penny, right? I am interested because it sounds like a very solid project, and I don't have a problem paying 2 cents, 5 cents for it, actually.
Right.
So, I mean, and will I become an overnight millionaire? No, but I think if you come into the crypto space looking to be an overnight millionaire, get rich quick scheme, you probably are going to get burned unless you're super, super disciplined and schooled and educated in the space. It's just not, do you want to live your life that way? Really? That's the thing.
Right. Well, exactly. And look, there's a lot of there's a lot of beautiful, awesome overnight millionaire stories. In fact, this is one of them. I probably know 2 potential candidates that this literally could have changed their life if they slowly went all in, right?
Yeah.
But they can't sell right now. They can't dump because that's hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like they can't, they're stuck. They have to wait for more. They have to wait for more before they do the thing, right? Right. If that's what they're planning on doing. But those are out there. And it's great to hear that side of it. It really is. Families that put in $1,000 together on Christmas, they went all in on Shiba Inu, and then boom, and all of a sudden, they're millionaires before it even caps out, and they're able to get out and do some great things with their life, But really, it's liquidity. If you invested in Stronghold,
here.
Cool. When it was like 3 zeros, and you put in $100, and now you got $2,600, you could sell it all right now and be okay. You wouldn't crash the market. This market, right? You wouldn't crash the price. Things like it doesn't have enough liquidity, meaning it doesn't have enough to where a big whale can come in, do its thing without making too many waves to the market. The smart money, the big money, they know this. Right. This is why they're the what's that guy that plays the flute and gets the rats going? What's the name? Oh,
the Pied Piper.
the Pied Piper, the kind of Pied Piper you to come along, let's go, and then they got you all in there, you know. And I'm not saying, you know, this is their 100% intention, but they do understand they got to get you guys in the water.
Yeah.
Right? They got to, you know, they understand because
cool.
they are the big money. They are the big money. Like they are the whale. They know it. They're like, I can't do what Shamu does, you know, in Chile and just slide in with the tide and grab a sea lion, flip it out to my buddy. We can't do that. We're too big for that. Right. Right. Those are your one-off, like, I'm bored. I'm a multi-millionaire. I got $10 million and I'm just bored and I'm just going to try that. Right. That's killer whale. They can still come up on the beach and flip one in the water. Right. But the big whales, your gray whales, your blue whales, your big boys, they can't be coming close to the island, making a little splash, because it'll be a tsunami and it'll be over. And they'll probably beach themselves in the process. Right. So a little.
Nobody wants a beached whale.
No, nobody wants a beach whale.
I just want to let
like
you
Shamu.
know that I like Shamu too.
Shamu.
I have Rusty as a speaker now, so just want to let her know if you want to chime in. Pipe in, Rusty.
Pipe in, Rusty.
Hey, friend. I'm about to tuck in the littles for bed, so I might be AWOL for a minute. But thank you for having me. I love this space. You guys are amazing. Keep up the great work. Keep up spreading the good word, and y'all are really honestly, y'all are doing the Lord's work. So keep it up.
Oh, love you, Rusty.
Thank you, Rusty. Much appreciated.
Background. I want to go night night. I don't know what song it was, but that was great. Yeah. So this is helping me put things into perspective, really. And I mean, you can go wrong. I don't want to say you can't go wrong, but if you do your own research and you really start looking into these things and you buy into something that you believe in and your dollar cost averaging in, or like, I mean, well, I don't think you can use your bot for this yet, but you know, when I
already called the developer today. No lies. I was talking to him about it. I'm like, he goes, well, which exchange is it on? I said, Bitrue and Gate.io. He goes, I'm like, I know Bitrue we can do right now, but it could be, short lived because how that bot works is based on where the server is, and it's in America, which no problem there. Only that as soon as the government officiants kind of start cracking down on these exchanges, as soon as they start wanting to do money, dollars, then it goes horribly wrong. Per se. For us.
JRB says the YouTube channel Red Pill Pro covers the AMM on XLM. Oh, interesting.
Cool.
We'll have to check that out. And then Crypto Professor said, also check out the supply of the coin, circulating and total, to help you predict future price. Yeah, I guess if there's a ton of circulating supply, would be different than if there was just a small amount, right? I mean,
right. That also gets into the dang, man, lots of echoes. I think I know what the echo is. I actually think it's because I'm a moderator. I think that's part of the problem. That's the only time I've noticed the echo thing that people are experiencing. So I do apologize for that. But let's get back to the professor. The professor is right. So if there is 100 billion of a coin, but there's only say 100,000 of them out there right now, what's going to happen? When are all these coins going to get released? Right? Kind of like this, even with XRP. Ripple, the company, is the custodian of the XRP that's in escrow. Right? So at some point, those are going to come out. Those come out actually scheduled. Like there's a clock on that when those come back and when those come out. Right? Now, where they go, we don't know here on Main Street, right? We don't really know. Okay, I'm going to say really know because we're not in the room. We're not doing the action. So in my world, if you didn't do it, then you don't know. So you better start dipping the toe. Just take it nice and easy. Don't assume. Just kind of see if you can put 2 and 2 together on some things. But when you have that controlled supply to a degree, there's an effective timing. Again, the smart money know these things. The smart money looks at all the variables and then they pull the trigger on something, right? After they figured it all out. Because it's a mathematical equation to them, and it really is. But so when you have if all the circulated supply is out there, and maybe there's too much of a supply, and this is going to touch on burn. Hey, we need to kind of get rid of these, right? That's one of the benefits about Bitcoin is there's only ever going to be theoretically, we'll just keep it simple. It's not entirely factual, but there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins ever
produced.
Right? Ever in circulation. Okay. So there's your finite amount, right? And so with like a lot of these new coins that have come out, say Shiba Inu is a great example. Dude, it had a plethora of them. So they had this problem and they have to do what's called a burn or a tax. So that way to get them off, gets them out of the market completely, so it gets them out of circulation. So once it's out of circulation and it cannot be re-entered into circulation, now you have a protocol that creates that finite amount over time. Again, you figure out the timing, you can gauge things and make a very smart decision of some price action with other different variables and things like that. So
okay, so this is helping me, and I'm learning as I go and trying to tap into things that I thought I knew or I think I do know. So when we talk about Ripple and XRP, where they're releasing a certain amount of the escrow at certain intervals, then would the reason for that is to prevent a scenario where you do have a whale buying a whole bunch in one
there is
setting,
some of that too, yes.
Leaving the market intentionally. Like, even I guess if you even think about these projects are, I would like for them to be working all together, but there's a big battle going on right now, right, between the different camps and the ones that want it to go this direction and the ones that want to go at the more of the sovereignty direction. And so it's also kind of a form of protection against attacks in that way, right? I mean, if to prevent somebody from buying a whole bunch and shooting the price up.
Let's roll with that for a minute.
Yeah.
Let's roll with that for a minute. Where are you going with that? Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, it can't. Projects do this for what seems to be one of a few common reasons. One I'm just going to talk about right now, and that is to protect the project. Okay, to avoid a pump and dump. The easiest way for someone like me to defeat a project like yours is to wait for you to release it. And if you release everything all at once, all I got to do is be the one behind the scene. I'm going to make your coin look like an all-star. And then I'm going to make everybody come along with you. And then I'm going to drag it through the mud and them with it. And it'll be on you because they won't know I did it. I will. What do you always say? Problem solution.
Oh, problem reaction.
Yeah. Okay, right. So that's it, right? Now this is dirty business, but it still is business. Okay, if you're in direct competition to allegedly not only fix the actual problem, but also to be the controller of that problem, a position of power. Now we're getting into some hierarchy stuff here, people. We're talking world leaders, people with actual real power. Okay. It'd be like Jesus and the devil kind of going at it, pretty much. That kind of stuff, right? We're just the angels in the middle. Like, whoa, what? I mean, I'm over here. Do you need me yet? I kind of, me and St. Michael, we're doing a painting. Oh, come on, right now. All right, fine. I'll go get my armor on. But anyway, so sorry, I digress on my angel and demons scenario, but it is to protect that project. That's why that happens. Shiba Inu could have totally died unless they didn't come up with something to, hey, we need to get rid of the supply. right? The supplies are issue. But if they released all their supply at once, someone could scoop it all up, slam it down, and they still hold all of it though. They still hold it. Now they'll use it for their thing, right? Because now they control it. Let's talk about the attack phrase that you were giving reference to, right?
Yeah.
In the staking world, he or she who holds the most coins gets to make the rules. That is no different than one of the golden rules and principles. He or she who holds the gold makes the rules.
Mm.
If I hold all the money,
World.
you can
Yeah.
demand Melissa, you can demand anything you want for me to do it, but I'm the one that with the money. I'd be like, forget it, Melissa. I'll go somewhere else. In fact, I'm going to tell them about your little project here. They'll probably build it for me for half the cost. So I'm not dealing with you. I make the rules because I hold the gold. Same thing. The attack thing. I want it to go this way. I want it to go that way. It's voting rights, and voting rights with well, if you do that, I'm totally gonna just turn off the whole Bitcoin thing, and I won't recognize these wallets, or these dirty tricks can come out. Okay, we're just gonna leave it at that, right? But these are actual things. It's like when you have developers that really go at it. One developer wrote code for this, another one wrote code for that, another one wrote code for that. Well, if they're not all agreeing, then nothing's getting built. And if one of them is a key coder in the framework, no product. No different than this. I'll give you another example of how this can play out. All my construction workers out there know exactly what I'm talking about. Either framers or iron workers. Okay, I help build high rises. I'm a union sheet metal worker by day and a crypto adventurist by night. So if the iron workers or the concrete workers don't show up, we don't build. I need steel for the framing for that building, right? I also need the concrete workers to pour the concrete on the floors so I can walk across it and do my job, right? If there's a problem with those two, your building doesn't get built. Doesn't matter. They walk off.
Yeah.
Sorry, big person with all your money. We're not building your stuff, and we're going to make dang sure that no one else is going to touch your stuff. Like that's how that can work. So you could say, is that an attack? It's like, yeah, that's an attack or a defensive position. Depends on what side of the coin you're on. But the attack that you're giving reference to, yeah, that can absolutely. That is one way of how that can happen. And when you're staking, that's why I don't like proof of stake. I really kind of don't like that, right? Because I know how easy it is for big money to play their very smart games. They know what they're doing. They're really smart at it. I'm just learning, right?
They got all the shit.
Right.
You can't
they got all the cool bells and whistles in the land, right? Because they paid for them to do those things, so these things so they can continue in their game of controlling the cool things, right? Or owning the cool things. That's what they would like to do. They'd like to buy it. If you don't sell to them, then they'll just find another way to take it. They're very good at this. So in the proof of stake, he or she who owns the most coins gets to make the rules of what that project or that chain in the direction it's going to go. That's 110%, right? That's why you have. Sorry, kids, we're doing a little history lesson. That's why you have like the beef with proof of work, proof of stake. Okay,
Yeah.
and some of that gets at the core of you, at the core of you.
It's you. I just muted you. I don't know what happened. Yeah, it was bad. Real bad. See what happened? I don't know what happened. We'll see if we can fix it. While he's doing that, I'm looking at the different comments that was here. Oh, there we go. Is that better? You're
I don't know,
teasing me.
hopefully. Anyways, proof of those are attacks. Those are things that can happen. That's how the control factor gets in. Am I still sounding good, or am I fucked up again?
Oh my gosh, crypto professor says finally the EBS.
This is not a drill. This is not a drill.
We premiered it on the Dip-a-Toe Valentine's Day show.
Sweet. So does that mean that my dinar is now going to be worth 3-1? Let's go.
Oh man, wouldn't that be
Yeah, that'd be a code for.
It's just I've wondered about this kind of stuff for a while, and
It's
it
there.
makes sense because I wondered that about Ripple, like why they chose to do the escrow and hold it,
Here's
do a little bit at a time.
Let me-
One of our folks said they are genius. I think it's JRB had made a comment about it being genius, the way that they've got it set up. Of course, I
They
can't.
do because
comment.
on average, once a month or every month, Ripple releases a billion XRP. Right, once the circulating supply is pretty much all gobbled up, right, and everybody's not selling anymore, right? And we have another mutual, Sean from the crew. He's in the comments, right? Okay, so he wrote me this little 5-minute paper, and in there he totally highlights the timing effect of the release, right? He says, and he in this scenario, he says if XRP releases 1 billion per month, that means probably you or me aren't going to get a chance to buy those because those will go to institutions or countries or big companies, right? Think about it just for a minute. Ripple has multiple partnerships with multiple big top entities. You're not going to get it. You're not going to be a part of that, right? But he says if that were to take place and all billion were again taken, bought up in that month, and then another month it would happen, and so on and so forth. He says it would only take 3.8 years, so basically 4 years, for all the XRP to be in play, in circulation, and there is no more.
Can I ask you a
To be
question?
released.
Okay. Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yes.
Before you finish?
Sure.
So the 1 billion that gets released, and you said that goes to institutions. So there's a little bit, maybe retail gets some of it, but the rest of it goes to institutions, or none of it is going to retail directly from Ripple. It's these other players like Uphold and those places that are selling it.
Uphold's out.
Okay.
Uphold does not stand a snail's chance of a country like India.
Okay. So this is where when I think about the Ripple and the level playing field, okay, that's something that has been repeated over and over again. When it comes to Ripple and XRP and creating the level playing field, and when you see all the things that are going on with the countries and all of that, and we see what happens with Bitcoin, and is this way, even though you're saying it's going to like countries or bigger institutions, but it's also a way to control that as well, with it going to the countries, not directly to retail, because then that creates more of a level playing field, so that one country can't just hog it all up, hog up all the Bitcoin, hog up all the XRP, hog up all these
countries. These countries are going to have to do what anybody else does, like in retail, and that is whoever wants to pay the highest, you get the Bitcoin.
Well, I mean, I guess
XRP.
I mean, aren't you seeing like in maybe I'm misunderstanding what I'm seeing, but I see a lot of countries are buying the silver and the gold. A lot of countries are investing in Bitcoin. A lot of countries are involved with XRP, XLM, and these types of things. Sure. And we don't necessarily know how much they hold or what kind of contracts they have that are, or anything that's over the counter of these institutions. But again, I've said it in the past where I say I think things are being handled very strategically and carefully. And this is just another thing that supports my thesis on how I think that this is all unfolding. And I think it's a beautiful thing. And there, there's different ways that this is all happening, like the Bitcoin with the 21 million, with the XRP. They're, even though they're different, they're still it's still being handled in a controlled fashion, because you can't, Bitcoin's only going
Right.
to do
There
21.
has to be a there has to be a control mechanism. And that part control mechanism, everybody agrees, good. That's why they did it. Now, where's the problem? The problem is everybody.
Yeah.
The problem is everybody that can figure out timing. You have an individual that lives in Florida. I'm not going to go into their details of everything that they do, but he figured out that it takes 3 years and 8 months for all the XRP to be released. So here I go. Hey, let's look at a chart right now. XRP is at 52 cents. When's it going to get to $10,000? Oh, that'll be after 3 years and 8 months from today. Right?
Yeah, because
That's
yeah,
okay, right? So it's like if XRP or if Ripple released 1 billion XRP to the open market or to the private market, probably more to the private market, because again, the partnerships that Ripple has made, those institutions and countries are going to need it. So Ripple will be more than happy to sell that to the highest bidder. So when it's a level playing field, it just means we're going to give you all that same opportunity as we have done so far. If you would like to buy, this batch of XRP to meet your needs, here's the sticker price, and we're going to go ahead and go up from there. But we're not going to move the market over here. So it's controlled, as in one entity that just happens to be in the most epic position of all time can just buy them all up, right? That's good, because now you have the problem. Now you have I'm going to call it, you have the dollar problem. The people that control the dollar bully the world, right? So we're trying to avoid that. So there's your evil playing field. The even playing field is, hey, if you got the gold to buy this, cool, you can buy it. I'm not going to say no to you. But so-and-so's offered a little bit more. Can you sweeten the deal? If not, try next month. Right? So that's what this scenario, this is where like Ripple, the company, the custodians are that are in charge of the escrow of releasing this, they're the ones that get to decide who gets to buy. See, again, there's that one entity that is in control. So how do you make sure that your team favors most often? You put your players in that company. Right? You go to dirty business, like you're right. Okay. So why are you mad? Are you mad that they're doing that? This is what they do. This is not our baseball field. This is not our arena. It's
intelligent. I would do it.
Yeah.
I would do it.
Sure.
Right?
Of course, because you're trying to get your country, your dream alive. You're going to do everything you have to do that's lawfully and legal. I mean, lately, probably for the past 40 plus years, maybe even a lot longer, they haven't been playing nice at all. But it all comes back down to business. So, one equals Elon. One equals Elon.
One equals Elon.
Is that Rusty Russ?
No, it was my thing. I got something to share.
No, it's good. So there you have that control thing that's good, but at some point, whoever has the most to buy, to offer to get that finite thing, is going to do what they have to do. They're going to make a deal, right? So that puts Ripple, the company, not the XRP, the company, in a very powerful position. So if you had a chance to buy a whole bunch of XRP today at 50 cents, and then later down the road, you're able to own stock in Ripple via you utilizing your XRP to acquire said stock, that might be a play for little old you, because remember, you are a guppy. compared to a whale. Even like
You know what?
people that are millionaires are guppies to these other type of companies. I would say
Huge.
elitists, but I'm talking about just they have lots of money / resources. They've been doing it a long time. You know, we're just getting used to this.
So that's part of the reason that I said it before. I personally like Uphold. I like Link to, because those are two companies that are, I don't know how they're connected, but they kind of are. They're doing things that it seems to me like they're allowing the little guy to get in, the average Joe, even when they have when they're giving the average Joe opportunities for them to get in and buy Ripple stock, and they have controlled amounts that they release from time to time and allow people to get in and buy it now, before they IPO. And I mean that's a big deal. Or being able to purchase XRP for so long on somewhere like Uphold, when other platforms you weren't able to get it, all during the lawsuit and stuff.
But that was
So
the in-house decision. That was a business move. It had nothing to do with anything, I would say,
well,
forcibly legal. Those exchanges got scared.
yeah.
They got scared, and they
Well,
saw,
they got
well, dude, if this
well,
goes down, we're holding the shit bag.
but what else did it do though? It also controlled the amount that was being bought in the retail, and then they weren't selling it. If they had any XRP, they weren't selling
We
it,
don't know
right?
that. We don't
We
know
don't
that
know.
all the other. We don't know if Coinbase or Binance or Binance US or Kraken or any others those places that were holding XRP. They totally could have called up. Hey, Uphold, yeah, over here at Coinbase, Simon Says Crypto. Hey, how you doing? Hey, so we see the retail market price for XRP is 22 cents. Check it out, my man. Sweet deal for you, straight off the top. 24 hours to make the deal or close. 18 cents per XRP. You in? You out? You in? Call me back. Let's do lunch. Peace. That's how that would go. That
Right.
could totally something that can happen. So
But I guess, just the fact that there wasn't a lot of places that you could buy it initially there for the longest time. That also,
there was. It
well,
just
where
wasn't some of the big dogs.
no, it wasn't the big dogs, and it wasn't easy. I guess what I'm saying, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for the average person to go and do it, and initially, where they didn't really understand. Most newbies,
You talking
they
about
come,
like the brand new person?
yeah, the brand new person, the people that are just
Oh
like
yeah,
wanting,
no, they would have struggled because they only could go
it
to
was kind
Coinbase.
of
That was like
complicated
the only exchange they knew.
to
Yeah.
figure out all these different things, and you're learning different, new apps and all this kind of stuff. I mean, it wasn't a cakewalk. And
No.
if you get on the trusted, Coinbase app or something like that, that's what most newbies come into, using Coinbase. And
Sure.
so I guess where I'm saying they didn't make it easy for the retail investor because it wasn't available at these other platforms, kind of did, well, I mean, it controlled the buy and sell action to some degree, because you got the people that were buying big chunks, those were being bought over the counter, not affecting the price, right? And then the retail market was being sold in relatively small small amounts for to be really, if I'm understanding this concept correctly, it
Right.
makes sense to me that was a controlled environment. And when everybody says like flip the switch and do all this kind of stuff, once full utility kicks in and all of that, by the time that happens, the average person to be able to buy XRP at 50 cents, 60 cents is not gonna be there very long once it really,
Well, no,
coming.
yeah. Here's
You're talking
what here's
8 years, is not very long
right.
time.
No, it's not. And so but this is, see, we're getting exposed to a great many things that we just wouldn't get involved in at all. Why? Because there was always these little walls of legislation and regulation that said, oh, you don't have a certificate to buy this thing, so you can't do it. You have to go get a professional to do it that's taken tests, and they're very
Yeah.
compliant to the powers that be. Called a
JRP
broker.
called keepers. Gatekeepers.
Yeah, they're gatekeepers, right? Crypto is the only thing aside from silver and gold that any average everyday person globally can just go and get on themselves. And there has been a little late to the table from stopping the movement. Sorry, you're trying like hell now, aren't you? I'm sure that's going to bite me in the butt later.
The train left the station on that one, folks.
But to your point about the average Joe couldn't get XRP then. Nope, they couldn't. They have a chance to get it now.
Yeah.
And the thing is and I say this with the utmost respect that I have, and from the bottom of my heart. But here it is, real raw. This shit ain't for sissies.
Yeah.
You have to dig in deep. Your finances, your investment. This is what the big money knows is that your most precious asset is your time.
Yeah.
And they also are very good at leveraging their time.
Yeah.
Right? And they're very good at it. Take a page out of their book, see what they're doing to you. You can figure it out. But you have to use your time in order to learn that stuff to do it. This isn't for sissies. This stuff will make you cry. This stuff will make you frustrated. You can have bad weekends because your emotions take in. Right. So now this whole space about you taking your financial life into your own hands.
Yeah.
That's good. It's emotional. Don't walk away from that. Don't say I can't do it. Just say I'm not doing this today.
Yeah.
Don't walk away because they don't walk away. You wonder why some very wealthy people are hard-nosed on a number of different things, because that's how they have to be in order to get the job done. Their job, their goals. And yes, there's smiles and there's rainbows on some of those days. That real staunchy owner of the company that you just think, God, they just think they're so high and mighty. It's like, well, they kind of have to walk like that. And then they all of a sudden buy everybody coffee just to say, hey, I really appreciate you. I really appreciate what you're doing. I know, even though it's coffee, you're like, fuck that. Give me some XRP.
Oh,
I said, fuck that. Sorry. Oh, dang it, earmuffs. That was very unprofessional of me.
shout out to sing for Jesus, and you just said the F word.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We got to sing
Sing for
Jesus
Jesus for me. Tell him I'm sorry about the F bomb. Jesus knows I use it like Bernie Mac. It's just it's a noun. It's a noun. Describes a person, place, or thing.
Man, this conversation's been fantastic. We have like 5 minutes left, and I was going to play this this video, but man, it would leave the conversation. I might have to save it next time.
Save it for next time. But Melissa,
yeah.
So you've learned a lot today.
I have.
You've learned a lot today, right?
Yes, I've learned a lot. You've affirmed a lot of things, which is, the main reason that I love this space so much. And we're back to the Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. The main reason I love this space so much is because there are so many wonderful people that are sharing and giving their time. And we just said that your time is your most valuable asset. The most valuable thing you have is your time. And so by taking their time to put together these threads like that gentleman or lady did in regards to Stronghold, or the time that your friend put together building his bot, or Crypto Queen on Spaces having developers come on and explain their projects. all of these things that Rusty is another one that goes on Spaces and tries to help educate other people. Crypto Professor, I mean, you name it. There's just so many people in this space that are giving their time to help educate and lift up others. And I just want to let you, the newbies, know, or even some of you old school veterans that maybe a little bit frustrated that get out there in the crypto space and you see a lot of negativity and stuff. Get away from it. Come to the Dipito show. Hang out with us. We're all about the love and camaraderie, and we don't have to have it be a negative energy space. And when there's so many wonderful people that are spending their time and giving their energy to help lift us up, and everybody explains things differently. I
Yeah.
have heard different things explained what you just talked about, but the way you explained it, Simon, helped me understand more, where I had my questions in my mind, and I'm probably going to still ask you 10 more times. But
That's right. That's what I'm here for.
I'm laying those bricks down, right? I've got at least I'm a pony wall up. I'm at least a pony wall up, right? I'm getting there. I'm trying to throw out some construction trade terms, but it's funny. But
you did good, Apprentice. You did good. You did good today, Apprentice. You did good.
Oh, my friend Kat got distracted in humans and unethical use of data. Oh no, I was like, wait a minute, hold on a second. That's the wrong thing.
That's JRB, bro.
Oh yeah, Cat Baloo, our wonderful cat that shared her tips in probably our second or third show. Catherine, she had shared all those wonderful tips for us, and she said she got distracted because she was going to be here tonight to kind of talk about all the love going on in the crypto and why we love crypto. But
actually, I didn't share why I love crypto.
I know. Well,
I'm sorry.
You've got 1 minute.
I got 3 minutes. I'll give you my elevator pitch. The reason
yeah,
why I love crypto. What's that?
I forgot my computer is off. So you're right. We've got minutes left.
Okay, so
wait.
One of the
Let's
reasons
see.
why I love what?
I'm gonna hit B so we can record. 1, 2, 3. Tell us why you love crypto, Simon.
One of the reasons why I love crypto is because anyone out there with small money can literally invest in something on their own at their own free will and watch that thing move slowly. And now they're $100 that took them 2 weeks or 2 months or maybe a year to save, and is now worth over time $1,000, and it can change their life. I literally have done that multiple times with my situations where I had some money, I invested. 6 months later, emergency, S hits the fan, life comes along and punches you in the face. Only this time I had something that I could liquidate, cash out, punch life back in the face, say, here you go, and do it again. There's nothing else out there today, right now, where anybody can pick up a cell phone, buy some Bitcoin or some XRP or crypto, and start improving their life from that right there. That's what I love about crypto. It's been the big thing. It's an exponential growth path to your financial freedom.
I love it. That's fantastic. Kat says doing better on her own than was doing in my regular IRA 401k.
Right there.
That's the deal. Because why? Because they took the control into their own hands and they started giving it their intention, and understanding how this stuff works. And we can do this, people. We are smart enough. It really is a matter of what you're choosing to give your time to. And like Simon said, it's not for everyone. Lisa, I love it for that it is freeing It makes me want to
is.
learn, and it seems like an answer to so many things.
It is.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, JRB says, thank you both for being you. Well, we love you, JRB. And I am still I apologize that I need to get back. I read your email and it's a long one. And I've got so busy that I haven't had a time to like really address it, but definitely want to circle back with you as time allows. Yeah. Lisa says, what I don't like is how it's mind-boggling at time. I get it, Lisa. I get it.
Well,
It
that's
can
why
be.
this stuff ain't for
That's
sissies.
why
And if
we're
you're in
together.
cryptos, you're not a sissy.
Yeah, right? We got big love, big help for each other.
We do.
We're making
This is
making major moves like Mr.
yeah,
Man.
making moves. And you know what? And but this is like the biggest global community that we have each other's backs, and that's what's
Yeah.
great. You know, you're and what you're going to discover in your crypto journey is the same thing that we've all discovered. That you have the fire and the light within to carve your path, and you're doing it right now. Even though you're feeling like, well, what the hell? Yeah, that's just part of the process. Eventually, you
Yeah.
kind of go, oh,
Oh,
hey, this ain't so bad. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, let's
Huh?
go out tonight.
I
yeah.
can wear roller skates now.
Yeah,
I can
hold
wear
on, wait, we got.
smooth. Huh?
Yeah. Eventually, you get to that point.
Yeah.
But before that, it's
Yeah.
what do you
Yeah.
mean?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I get it.
I get
Yeah. But we're doing good. We'll all get there eventually and we just continue to lift each other up and help educate. Love you, Mr. Man.
Mr.
Oh, that's
Man.
so
Man.
Thanks for stopping
Well,
by and saying hi. I got to run.
You got to
Love it.
run. We got to run too. We want to thank everybody for stopping by and participating in a Debato Let's Talk Crypto. Happy
Let's Talk
Valentine's Day.
Happy V
Huh?
Day, everybody.
Yeah. I hope that everyone's having a wonderful day and cherishing the time that we've been given. Thanks, Rusty, for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks, Rosie. God bless you
wait-
and all your littles.
Yeah, we love all of you guys, and we're gonna see you guys back here next Wednesday for another Dip a Toe. Not sure what it's gonna be on yet, but we'll let you know. Hey, if you guys can go on. I want to know what you think about my my thumbnail, the pig. I don't know what I was thinking about the pig with the
Dude,
glasses.
I loved it. I thought that was dope. That was awesome. Yeah, I loved
Yeah.
it.
I went a little crazy. She says, I ain't a sissy. Lisa's not a sissy.
Love it.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Have a
See you
good
later,
rest of
everybody.